Welcome back to Satisfactory, the game that started it all. Alright, I've been having some technical issues with this game, but I think we're back. So let's see what we can do. We want to make a cooling unit, the second item on our particle enrichment to-do list there for that milestone. So we're going to make a cooling unit tower here. I think the first thing we need to do is put in our blender. I'm just gonna kind of guess. Let's just sort of guess. Well, I mean, if I move this back, it probably wouldn't hurt. It's here. Let's put it here. Give ourselves a little room to breathe a little bit there. And then we'll put in, so if we look at the recipe for this guy right here, and the reason why we're doing this one is because we have tons of motors and we've got a huge factory to support it. So we should make use of those motors. We just built the heat sink factory. I think you can see it's not done yet, but a good chunk of it's right there. So we're going to use that, heat sinks and motors, and then we already know we've got plenty of nitrogen gas kind of in this area over here. So that's the recipe that we're going to use. And that means we need a wall with 2 inputs, I would say. Actually, you know what? I don't have to start this on the ground level, do I? I can put this a little off the beaten path. Let's go up 2, and then we'll put in our conveyor hole. And this guy, we'll say, oh, getting weirdness there. There we go. We'll have you come down to the ground level. Split. Oh, look at that. If I move this over, it would be a perfect straight shot. But I think I like having a little space there. Right, so one of the inputs comes in here, gets split into the blender, then gets sent out to the next level. And then on this side, we gotta kind of do the same thing, but we gotta do it differently. I'm thinking, let's drop down anyway, just to sort of leave ourselves a little space to work. Split that guy. What am I actually thinking here? Well, we're gonna have to move this blender back. Okay, so that comes in, drops down. Now I could reconnect it there, but I think I'll just reconnect it here. Input, split, sent, split, sent. So now we need to get the nitrogen. Good news about that is the nitrogen doesn't require pumps because it's gas and it just sort of flows. So we can get that done relatively easily. You know what? I'm starting to hear skips, so we're going to put in a cooling device monolith. Just in case we crash, we at least save that much. And we'll connect you to here. We'll split you. All right. So then I think all we have to do here is connect nitrogen to the bottom. Goes in, goes out, and then we connect this one to the next layer, level up. Straightforward and to the point. And then I think I want to have a little fun. Let's put in some hex frames. If you know, you know. And then I think we'll sort of make this. Do I have a fun blue color in my? No. Let's pick a fun blue color somewhere. Maybe like the slightest purple. so little purple you might not even notice it. I think we need to output one conveyor hole. Should do it. We could probably do this one on the ground. This side we want to merge in, right? So let's think about how we want to connect this. This is more difficult than it should be. If we go way back here with it, might make it easier. Firechrome, how are you doing? And then if we go up a couple levels, doesn't really matter how many. As long as it's not taller than the overall. Oh yeah? I'm near the end. I'm trying to finish this version or this playthrough before 1.0 comes out, so we can start season 4 fresh, since I have 3 other seasons. Okay, I think that's a good starting point for that stuff. And then maybe I was wrong. Maybe I shouldn't go all the way up here. Let's take this down one level. Oh, Trained, you're a braver soul than I. I can say that I've tried everything in this game so far. I think season 2 it was mostly trains. I think season 1 I tried to use mostly trucks. This time around it's kind of like super long conveyor belts and drones. I don't know if I put any trains into this one at all. Oh no! Surely I've got some steel in here somewhere. Well, if you hate trains, why do it? You don't have to do it. They do move a lot of good stuff in bulk, though, over long distances. It's undeniable that for that purpose, they are the king #1. Is there a way I can put this in without totally... I guess I put it on the side, maybe? It's still going to be a clip. When I go to put these lifts in here, yeah, it's going to clip right through it. Oh, I keep forgetting the large billboard and the small billboard don't copy and paste across each other. You think they should, but they don't. I mean, the tiniest bit of clipping associated with this might be worth it. Yeah, I definitely understand the rule of cool. The rule of cool is very strong. If it's cooler to do it with trains, then you should do it with trains. I'm just trying to think, how much am I going to hate when I put this in? Is this going to clip straight through that? And I can't even put in the conveyor lift hole. If I wanted to fake it. You broke your legs. Ouch. Let's see. I think this is close. So the only downside is we will have a little bit of clipping here. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna replace this and this. We'll put walls in here. That'll hide the fact that we're going to be instituting clipping on purpose and with focus. But it'll be behind this wall here. Yeah, I like that. It'll be two. It'll be two walls in a row when I go to stack these, but I think it's okay. And I think we can delete this. We don't need that anymore. That's looking pretty cool. I'm starting to wonder if I should change this internal color. Maybe go so far as to change it back to default Satisfactory orange. Am I not pasting? There we go. What are you saying? I built a big huge bridge, or you built a big huge bridge? Let's see. Yeah, I kind of like what that's going. Offers a little bit of contrast. And then when it gets stacked, it should have light from the bottom and from the top. That part's looking pretty good, actually. I'm liking that a lot. Now, what do I do on this side? Because if we're going to build it like we've built the other ones, it's just going to be, you know, two sides stacked up and then rotated around. So it'll be this and then maybe a flat end, then another flat end, and then this. Nope, it'll be it'll be this funky facade. Actually, let's save while we're thinking about it. Blueprints save independently of the game, so you know, I just made a good point to myself. We didn't put power in. Let's put power in. Yes, the track being too steep, the track curve being too curvy. These are all the reasons, two of the good reasons why I didn't mess with trains this time around. I had a reasonably large floating train station last time. And I'm thinking I might, if I put some cool colors inside here, we might be done. We're getting a little bit of the orange from the other side. Firecrumb, you have to tell me. I've been messing with my audio levels, trying to get things sounding a little better. Is it too loud? Loud enough? Is the music about where it needs to be? You get to set the tone for the entire channel. Then we're going to put these little I think this one is not really doing much for us, so we'll get rid of that one. Trying to get my classic. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. It looked even better at night. So it'll be this, then this, and then the flat side of this will be here. I think that works because, well, it'll work the same as this side works. Except it'll be with this. I think that's about it. Kind of just coasting around looking for any other options. But this is working because, ooh, we didn't connect it. That would have been a tragedy. This is why you always check your work. Yeah, encased beams are brutal. They're kind of hard to make, and they stack very small. Right? If you haven't noticed, every other belt stacks small. So encased beams Mark IV is like 100 stack, and Mark II reinforced beams is 100 stack, where these are much bigger stacks. Well, now I gotta check my inventory to prove it to myself. Yeah, encased beams is 100 and reinforced is 100, but the aluminum is 200. And so everything about that encased beams part of the game for me is just a nightmare. But upgrading to Mark III belt, or from Mark III belts to Mark IV belts, is so good that I still end up getting sucked into it. All that to say that there's really no good way to move encased beams. Sometimes I get tempted to make them on site because their inputs are typically better. But yeah, because steel beams are, pretty sure steel beams stack to 200, and obviously concrete stacks to 500. So it's a lot easier to move those around, make them on site, and then just, you know, make exactly whatever steel beams you need in ratio. But I know the game kind of encourages you to, especially if you're making videos, right? If you're watching people make videos, it encourages you to make giant factories that make one thing as opposed to multi-stage factories. Though I've been going on a kick of making one blueprint that takes ore and turns it into steel beams, right? Multi-stage blueprints. But you're getting me off on a ramp on how everything in this game stacks at weird intervals. Such a weird concept. Though I guess I can't say it's totally unique to Satisfactory to have stacks of different sizes. Yeah, I find I had something for connecting train tracks in situations like that. I can't remember what I did though. I might have deleted things back a bit and built an intermediary part and then connected those parts or something like that. I'm not sure exactly, but yes. You're explaining why I did not do trains this time around. Yeah, too short turn is the bane of my existence as far as train tracks go. But I think we're done with today's live stream. I know it's a short one. We're only going to put together this one blueprint. Though I'm tempted to change the color of this. Let's put this in black. Yeah, I can't remember what I feel your pain on the train tracks thing. I can't remember exactly what it was. I did get around this at some point. Oh man, I forgot how big the railway was. It doesn't bring back the memory. It was definitely something like I deleted a little bit from each side and then reconnected it in a single shot between the two. Something like that. I don't think I need any more decorative stuff on this. I think we're done. Well, Fire Chrome, let me know how things... Oh, what'd you end up doing? What was your solution? Yeah, rebuilding everything has a surprisingly high rate of success. All right, well, I'm going to check out for today. I'm going to post another live stream for the weekend. This was meant to be a quick one just so we could build this one blueprint and set ourselves up for a longer session on Saturday. I'll be sure to post that. But for now, thanks for hanging out. And a special thanks for hanging out to Firechrome. And we'll see you next time.